moms, welcome back to my channel. It's Jamie here with Simply Living It. If this is your first time stopping by, I want to welcome you to my channel, and I just want to introduce myself. I am a homeschooling mom with 3 boys and just doing this crazy beautiful life. So I like to share some of that here with you on YouTube. I want to bring you a video today regarding homeschool organization and how I organize our master books homeschool curriculum. So initially, when I decided to start prepping for our upcoming homeschool year, I was going to do what I had seen a lot of other moms of master books do as well, which is tear out each worksheet. They would purchase a package of dividers and a binder for each student. So while I was purchasing our back to school items, I purchased a binder for each of my boys. They all did a cute little artwork piece that they put in the front. They picked out their own folder for the inside for their finished worksheets. I have my own binder with some super cute pastel dividers for myself, so I could take out each lesson plan and put it, the lesson plan and the answer key, and put it in my own binder for myself so that things would be separated evenly, and all I would have to do would be to flip to each particular child and what they were working on for the day in case, I needed to have that information readily available. And they would tear out maybe a week's worth of lessons, maybe sometimes just a day, and they would divide each worksheet out in this binder for each student. So all the student had to do was go grab their binder. They would open up their binder. Obviously you can see mine is empty because I changed my plans. So they would open up their binder and they would have, the tab that would say language, and they would have their language worksheet. They would have math, they would have their math worksheet. They would flip to history, they'd have their history worksheet. Okay, that is an awesome idea, and it makes things, I think, definitely more simple on the student. Now, once I got all of their folders prepared and went to go rip the first worksheet out of my oldest language book, I just couldn't do it. You guys, I couldn't do it, and that sounds so silly. Now, since we are coming from having used Abeka, I'm used to having each child have a book, and inside that book would be all of their language lessons. Inside their math book would be all of their math worksheets. That was just what we were used to, so I'm used to having multiple books for my children. My children are not used to the binder system or the folder system, which I think would make things definitely more easy on them, as they wouldn't have to be lugging, 5 books around. But I want to share with you the way that I decided to continue organizing our homeschool. This is what we've done in the past. It's what I'm continuing to do, and I just want to share that with you guys. If you're on the fence about ripping out worksheets as well, like I am, it scares me. It gives me anxiety. I don't know why, but I absolutely love these books. I love having everything in one place. My children can go back and look at the previous lessons if they need to for review. I know that in this book are all of my son's language lessons. I don't have to search for a binder. I don't have to search for worksheets. I don't know why, but for me, that just makes things more simple. Also, for me, every Sunday evening or, Monday morning before we start school, I don't have to work at tearing out each child's worksheets and organizing them in their binder, because all they have to do is go grab their book and everything's in there that they need. So this is the way I organize our homeschool. Each of my boys has one of these cheap little bins. Okay, we all have seen these. They're super simple. You can pick them up just about anywhere. We have a closet in our dining room. Each boy has one of these black bins, and inside this bin is all of his workbooks. So when it's time for school, I tell them to go grab their bin. They'll bring their bin to wherever we happen to be doing school. I don't have a homeschool room. If you've watched my homeschool room tour, you will know that. I don't have a specific room that we do school in. So they will grab their bin. Yes, they can get kind of heavy sometimes, but they'll grab their bin and bring it to wherever we happen to be doing school. So that's the first way I organize our homeschool. Now, the second way that I organize our master books is with these little flippers right here, okay? So the pink flipper is for me, and then each child got to pick whatever color that they want for them. So pink is for me, the teacher, and blue is where they have left off and where they can flip to get started on their next lesson. So all I have to do is flip to this pink tab, and that's the teacher's guide section. That's going to tell me where we need to start for the day, where we left off, whatever needs to be done and accomplished in the teacher's guide. This pink tab is solely for me. Now for my boys, they know to go to the blue tab. That's for them. that's the page that they left off on, and that is where they will pick up next time, instead of having to flip through all of the pages to find where they're at. That's how I organize our master books. As you can see, this is my oldest. He's got blue. Brantley chose green. So again, here's the pink. That's for me. The green is for him. That's where he's going to pick up. I don't have to flip through any pages to find my teacher's guide. He doesn't have to flip through all the pages to find the worksheet that he should be starting on. With the green tab, he can just flip right to the page that he needs to start for the day, and it makes things so much easier, guys. That is just how we organize our master books. I keep everything inside the book itself. I have not yet torn out the worksheets. I was on the fence. Like I said, I have all the material to do so if I want to rip them out, but at this point, I'm going to just keep them inside the book because I love the idea of having them all in one place. I know in the master books community, it's pretty popular to rip out the worksheets and organize it a little bit differently in binders for your children, but I truly just can't find the energy in me to do that. I feel like this just works for our home. It just seems so much more simple to me to keep everything in the book that it's intended for, and we don't typically do school outside of the home, so it's not like they're having to put their folders or their binders in a backpack and carry it anywhere. Our school is done in our home. So for us, it just works to keep them in the books, and that's how we're gonna do it. I just want to share with you guys how we organize our master books. It's pretty simple. I like to keep things simple. That's just how I am. So I just want to share it with you guys, and maybe it'll give you guys a little bit of insight as to how to organize your books as well and just keep things simple. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I would be happy to answer them for you. And if this is your first time stopping by, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. I would love for you to join us here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.